Greetings. Salute. Here's to you guys. Oh, good stuff. So, with that, we'll play this here good tune as soon as I find the tab. How's the sound? Oh, get back, Jack. Freedom's not a relic to be stored in a museum, nor a root cellar. History will not be erased. I say, get in the way. Uh-oh. No, we lost Tommy. No way. Hey. Gonna tell a story, it's not in the year zero. We need a hero. Time together all the heroes. Make story worthy of a song. Red, white, and blue. Some know where the bygone days are not bygone. There's a story or a tale to tell. Tell it I will, it rings true. Till I blue in the face with loving grace. Get back. Freedom is not a relic to be stored in a museum, nor a fruit cellar. History will not be erased. I say, get in the way. No way. Gonna tell the story. It's not a year zero. We need a hero. Time together all the heroes. And in the story worthy of a song. Sung over hell. The bygone days are not gone. There's story or tale to tell. Tell it I will, it rings true. Till I'm blue in the face with loving grace. Freedom is not a relic to be stored in a museum. Hey, yeah. That'll get you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Indeed. Oh, yeah, indeed. So, how's everyone doing? We got Tommy here. And go spare time. It's 9:49, so basically I'm early. So, how is everyone? So, we got Parrothead, Mikhail Wolf, RR. Keck 44. Hell, how are you guys doing?
What's going on, y'all?
So, got some new songs. I think we'll give those a spin. But
can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Can we talk about that UFC thing first?
Oh, absolutely.
So, in case anybody missed it, McGregor had a fight again against Harari. What the hell I always forget this guy's name. Either way, so it was supposed to be their third matchup, and he stepped backwards, and this was in the first round, 5 minutes in the first round, stepped backwards and snapped his damn ankle. Man, that shit is brutal. And me and Bear were talking earlier, and it reminded me of the one fight with Anderson Silva where he went to do a low shin kick and he hit that dude's freaking shin and just snapped it like a twig right around.
I think I've seen the video to that. Oh, it's brutal.
Shit.
Hey, you owe me a Coca-Cola.
Well, you're going to have to be a little bit less white for that.
Well, don't you know I'm a half-breed, man. My mama was Mexican Indian and some Spanish.
Yeah, but you're still half repressed.
Yeah. I wonder if I'll become wine.
It's a good possibility.
Fine tasting wine. So, how is everyone doing here? Let's see here. So, you didn't want to actually show screenshots and video, did you?
I shared. I think I shared it in the Madhouse, and where else did I share it?
Rebellion Inc. Someone shared their chalkboard teacher moment, erasing the chalkboard. Man, if I would have had a teacher,
I shared that too.
Yeah, I had a. If I would have had teacher like that, man, nothing would have got done. I'm telling you.
I shared the link to that one Twitter post directly to you with his ankle. It was just ugly.
All right.
No, or you know, I mean, that's the thing with a lot of these fighters. They stay in way past their prime. You've seen the same thing with Chuck Liddell. Chuck Liddell was on top of the light heavyweight division forever, and then he stayed longer than he should have, and just became a shadow of what he formerly was.
All right. Let's see here. Purposely not sharing the sound. Oh shit. Oh, ow. That, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that stuff like folded in half almost.
You know what? I just gotta tell McGregor, walk it off, buddy. Just walk it off.
Man. Oh, it totally reminds me of the one where his leg wrapped around his leg when it broke. Almost like, oh man, I seen that clip too. Oh, yeah.
Parrot says, did you guys ever see Bob versus some little Oriental guy? In the fight, he hit the guy so hard he literally flew across the screen. I don't recall that one.
I don't quite remember
or I'm sorry, Bear.
Yeah, I don't really remember. Though the names sound familiar, though.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on it. Yeah, or it was a shame to see Chuck go out the way he did. It was a shame. Bob Sapp. Oh, I remember Bob Sapp. God, that was old school UFC stuff.
Yeah.
Do you remember they used to have the other ones? Besides UFC, they used to have King of the Cage and stuff like that. There was this one King of the Cage. They had this 100 and maybe 50-pound Muay Thai fighter go up against this 300 some odd plus pound 6 foot something sumo wrestler. Muay Thai guy wasn't doing good until he managed to get the sumo guy down on the ground. And he started raining elbows on his head. Cold knocked him out. It was the funniest shit I ever seen.
Wow.
It was literally David versus Goliath. It was so ridiculous looking.
Wow. And that was when that was Octagon fight?
It was called King of the Cage or King of the Ring. It was either King of the Cage or King of the Ring.
So very, very similar.
Yeah, it was right around the same time when all that stuff first started blowing up in the early 90s. You know, because when UFC came in, like everybody started jumping on the bandwagon, and there was all these different MMA companies that were just popping up everywhere.
Yeah, that stuff like that in the gambling industry is betting on that stuff is huge, especially in Vegas. That's where the majority of it's at. Huge gambling. You go in places and gamble on certain games like that that's legal in Vegas. And then, you know, you got the bookies and all that stuff and the rackets, which ain't.
No, or I think it's probably for him, it's time to limp away for McGregor. Actually, from what I understand, he's supposed to at least have one, maybe even two more fights afterwards. Like he's already signed up to do a couple more fights. But yeah, I would say that this is the end for him. It's probably the twilight of his career if he can even come back to do the other two fights.
Wow. Yeah. It wasn't necessarily my thing, this kind of fighting and all that, but I would read headlines and stuff like that and just found it somewhat interesting, and not something I really paid attention to. I hardly paid attention to boxing except when big names came up or there's an interest level. But yeah.
You know, I lost interest in myself. I lost interest in boxing when Mike Tyson was done.
Right.
Because like most of the other boxers, they were more huggers and everything. They weren't really like fighters as far as
I don't like that kind of boxing.
Pretty. Yeah, they were too pretty.
I like the footwork and the jibbing, jabbing, and diving and ducking and all that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I believe a couple new songs. Let's see here. Let's check this out. All right. This one I'm gonna play was born basically July 2nd. Yeah, July 2nd. Yeah, and
oh, and if anybody needs to go get a snack, today's the perfect day to do it because it's 7-Eleven.
Well, here at midnight it'll be 7-Eleven. Two different time zones. We're time traveling. See, we're already seeing the next day.
That's because I'm from the future.
All right. Must Be a Bird is also a new one. I don't know if I've played that one live yet. I'd have to go back and look. But the most newest one is the Castle Rock Blues. The Castle Rock Show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish, ground and ground down, out of house, rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy, better. They say it's a party, I say they are drowned out in a centimeter of water. Don't have a hammer, a bag of rocks, knew better. The Castle Rock Show is going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish, round and round down. The house is a rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party, I say they are drowning in a centimeter of water. Don't ask a hammer, a bag of rock, knew better. The Castle Rock Show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish. Grinding down the house of rotten tomato. A twisted reality in a galaxy would be in the galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party, I say they are drowning in a centimeter of water. Dumb as a hammer, a bag of rocks knew better. The Castle Rock show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish grinding ground down. The house is a rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party. I say they are drowning in a centimeter of waters. Dumb as a hammer, a bag of rocks knew better. The Castle Rock show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish grinding round and round down. The house is a rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party. I say they are drowning in a centimeter of waters. Dumb as a hammer, a bag of rocks knew better. The Castle Rock show is going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just fish grinding ground down. The house is a rotten tomato. A twisted reality in the galaxy would be better than here. They say it's a party, I say they are drowning in a centimeter of water. Dumb as a hammer, a bag of rocks knew better. The Castle Rock show keeps going and going, growing and growing. Some just wish it was over and over. They wish it was just over, grinding ground down. The house is a rotten tomato. Rotten tomato. Yeah, I had fun making that song. Doing the vocals to that, it was fun. Getting the background vocals synced up, trying to do that, it can be hard, man. It can be hard, but it worked out pretty good. And there were some overlap areas where it was meant to overlap. It sounded kind of cool. Yeah. So what'd you think, Tommy?
Nice.
That song was saying a lot. If you know where to look.
Most songs do.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you what, I recall that when I used to be in the band, when we had to go in the studio, and yeah, what you're saying, like the overlay and tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would have to go in the booth, and for the parts that I would have to sing it out. Then I would have to go back in again, and then he would want me to dub it down and try to get it as close as possible. And sometimes he'd have me even go in the third time because he wanted me to do a different pitch on top of it. So it was always a lot of fun trying to make sure everything fit together when you're trying to record like that.
Yeah, it can be challenging, man. It really can. And if you're not feeling it, forget it. You got to step back from it, take a break, because you got to feel it when you're doing it. If you're not feeling it when you're doing it, it's not gonna be good. And I've learned from when I force things or try to work it when I should just take a step back and take a look at it. And it's a lot easier that way. How's your mic working, Tommy?
Oh, Mike's doing good. I'm just worried about the my audio for hearing. That's where it dies out on me. It dies out for everything else on the stream. Like I just don't hear anything.
I got a new external sound card, and getting it set up was it was slightly tricky, but once I figured out the interface program with it and all that, it's all good. Interface program's even got a monitor, but I was like, nah, turn it down. So let's see here. Other new song is Must Be a Bird. I can't remember if I played this yet. Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all the fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dancing on the air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all the fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dancing on the air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all the fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dancing on air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all those fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dance on air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All the strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Do you see the strings tripping all the fools up? Like lemons off the dance cliff. Dancing on air like birds in flight. Are you a bird? Can you fly? Two dragons playing tic-tac-toe in the park. Must be birds in flight. The puppet master is pulling the strings. The world doesn't even see the trees. All those strings tripping everyone's toes. Better watch your step. Yeah. Indeed. Oh, that's good tasting stuff, I gotta say. I'm surprised every time, over and over. Aha. Indeed. Indeed. So, did you bring that acoustic bass home with you?
No, the little one. No, I left that up. I left that up at my aunt and uncle's. I mean, I got 2 acoustic basses here now, but
Oh, wow.
yeah,
It's always interesting.
yeah, my
Acoustic
wife had picked. Yeah, my wife had picked up another one, Bear, and the first one, the old one I have, which is the is it an, I think it's an Ibanez. That one has got a lot like a deeper sound to it, and this new one has more of a, I guess you would say, like a twangy, punchy sound to it. So
Twangy, punchy.
yeah, it's a lot higher pitch of a sound to it.
So, yeah, I guess we're going to be getting a Venom 2 with Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson's supposed to play Carnage, I think.
Venom 2 landed online featuring Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock, Woody Harrelson, and Cletus Cassidy. And Michelle Williams as Anne Weying, Weying, Weying. So, yeah. I think I could, I kind of like the first one. Absolutely. Wonder what they're saying in the comments about this article here. Yeah, they're saying a horrible casting choice with Woody Harrelson. Fake hair makes him look goofy as hell. Reminds me of this. They're showing Jim Carrey's The Riddler as an example. Yeah, I don't think they're one of those commenters that yeah. Yeah, but I can see the hair. The hair looks weird. I gotta say, they gotta do something about that to change that. Yeah. But I don't know. I like the first one. I'd go see the second one.
Yeah, see, it's kind of weird because I like Woody Harrelson, and I think he does a lot of good acting and everything. But I always thought that Carnage, Cletus Cassidy, I always thought he was a lot younger than Eddie Brock or Peter Parker. I thought he was. I may be mistaken, but I thought he was a lot younger. Because I remember it had something to do with Venom's suit, and somehow I don't remember if it split off and created its own its own symbiotes or whatever. But Carnage and all them, there was a whole group of them that wound up getting formed.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, in the movie, a bunch of them, the same way Venom fell to Earth as a symbiote, they also fell to Earth as symbiotes, I guess. And that's faulty memory. Don't quote me on that, but it could be it. I thought that was in the Venom movie, partially. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Woody has the crazy for the character.
Yeah.
Woody does have the crazy. He does the crazy real good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was right. So, originating as an offspring of Venom, Carnage is much more powerful than his parent symbiote. So, yeah, it was a piece of Venom's costume that I don't remember, or a piece of the symbiote that got broken off and left behind. I forget exactly how it happened in the comic book. I mean, that was a long time ago. But yeah, it merged with this Cletus Cassidy, who was like a prisoner, and it created a whole new identity in Carnage.
Well, I remember there was there was a piece in, if you remember, in the director's cut of Spider-Man 2. There was a piece that fell away that didn't land on anything Pacific, and they never showed where it hit. Wow. So Carnage is going to have abilities that Venom don't have. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Must be a bird was the last one. Let's see here. Showbiz. Right. Here we go. Gonna do what I do best, acting I am, showing off is what I do. It's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do that, what I do. Gonna show off. Like smoking in the man here jamming. Better shake a leg. Throw it all on the dance floor. 2 steps back, spin, step right. Let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting a ham. Showing off is what I do. It's all I know. Oh, they used to call me showbiz. Gonna do best what I do. Gonna show off like smoking in a bandit. Gear jamming. Better shake a leg. Throw it all on the dance floor. 2 steps back, then step right. Let's go. Gonna do what I do best. Happy hand. Showing off is what I do. It's all I know. Whoa. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do that's what I do. Gonna show off like smoking bandits. You're jamming. Better shake a leg, go it all on dance floor. 2 steps back, spin step right, let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting a hand, showing off is what I do. It's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do best what I do. Gonna show off like smoking a man here jamming. Better shake a leg, throw it all on the dance floor. 2 step back, spin step right, let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting I am. Showing off is what I do, it's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do that's what I do. Gonna show off like smoking in the band, you're jamming. Better shake a leg, throw it all on the dance floor. 2 steps back, spin, step right, let's go. Go. Yeah. Gonna do what I do best, acting a ham. Showing off is what I do, it's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do best what I do. Gonna show off like smoky bandit jamming. Better shake a leg, throw it all on the dance floor. 2 step back, spin step right, let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting a hand, showing off is what I do. It's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Gonna do what I do. Gonna show off like smoking in the band here jamming. Better shake a leg, throw it all on the dance floor. 2 step back, step in right. Let's go. Gonna do what I do best, acting in ham, showing off is what I do. It's all I know. They used to call me showbiz. Just what I do. Gonna show off like Smokey and the Bandit gear jamming. Gear jamming. Better shake a leg on the dance floor. 2 steps back. Indeed. Well, I just ran across something else here, and it looks like Harley Quinn is gets a new power in James Gunn, the Suicide Squad, dubbed. And wait for it, it's gonna sound familiar. Harley Vision. Where does that sound familiar from? Oh, that's right, WandaVision.
See, they make me do these things, Bear.
I said it earlier. I said that the DCU was coming, and that they were going to follow in the steps of the Marvel MCU. It seems that all my prophecies are being foretold right now.
Yeah. I had to. That's like I read the title and I'm just like, huh? Really? It's not very original.
Not at all. Why, thank you, RR.
Oh, and
the collective appreciates that.
Yeah, she has a power. Yeah, I wonder if it's sort of like Wanda's power. Interesting.
Yeah, or it's definitely going downhill.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the best reprieve that we've gotten in recent memory for me would have been, oh God, why am I blanking on the name of it now? It was the one that came out and they canceled it after the first season.
DC? One of the DC shows?
No, it wasn't. I don't think that was DC. What the hell was it? It was the one that was on, was that Netflix?
Oh, you're talking about one of the Marvel series? I remember the Iron Fist got canceled. That was Marvel.
Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh, yeah. That was a great show. It got canceled. It was personally, I just think they pulled the plug on it. Oh, wait a minute. Stop the presses. This is too positive. We have to stop making this now. Get that away. Let's put something less positive in here. Yeah. That's what that was. It was on purpose.
Oh, yeah, the Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil was a good show on Netflix, too.
I liked it. It was great.
I liked most of the Netflix versions. I mean, granted, there's a lot of people said that John Berthal's Punisher was the best Punisher they ever seen. I don't think so. He was pretty good. Don't get me wrong. It didn't really seem to fully encompass the Punisher for me. I mean, I grew up reading the Punisher comics early on. Like when he first got his own series in the 80s, I was there buying them all. Punisher Warzone, Punisher. Wasn't there two
TV Punishers?
2 TV Punishers?
Correct? Yeah. Or was it
remember
like a miniseries? The first one was a miniseries.
I don't remember a miniseries.
2 different actors.
I just remember the movies. That's all I remember. And then the Netflix version, they just had that John Berthal from Walking Dead.
Yeah, he was the second one. I think there might have been a miniseries or a made-for-Netflix movie, Punisher, because it was a different actor.
Well, I remember they had the one before. They had the one with John Travolta and Thomas Jane.
Yeah, that was the movie.
Before that, they had the Dolph Lundgren movie. And the other one was Punisher Warzone, which I've always felt that was the only one that really, really came close to what the Punisher was like in the comics.
Was that a cartoon or action series?
It was a movie.
I think that might have been the one. What year was that?
God, I forget offhand. I got the movie sitting up on the shelf too. Let me look it up real quick.
Like 2007 or something like that.
It wasn't that long ago. 2008.
Huh.
It was Ray Stevenson played the part of the Punisher. I felt like that really came closest to the Punisher for me. Much the same way that the Judge Dredd movie came closest to Dredd that I'd ever seen. Because I mean that one with Sylvester Stallone wasn't even close. But yes, yeah, to the War Journal, yeah, to the War Zone, because they had the Punisher War Journal, they had Punisher War Zone, then they also had the regular Punisher series, and they had Punisher Armories was another one. But yeah, like the War Zone and War Journal, that was very, very close to what they did in those comics when they did War Zone. It was ridiculously brutal too.
A closet adaptation. Interesting. Wow.
I think he meant closest.
Okay, yeah, that makes much more sense. So yeah, that was there's a Bounding into Comics article by J.B. Augustine. Yeah. So let's go back here and let's see. So basically, there's a rumor of a Batgirl solo film unrelated to the Snyderverse. Their cast will cast new version of Commissioner Gordon. Why do I get alarm bells and warnings going off? Because he's a ginger, if you remember correctly.
Diversity.
The young version of him. You got red mustache, red hair.
I mean, that's what they're going to do with all of them. They just feel this overwhelming need to change all of them. And here's the funniest thing, I think, when you talk about that kind of diversity nonsense that they push in things when they try to race swap, is they try to say, oh, well, the only people that are getting upset about it is white males and everything. Like, no. Have you ever even bothered to ask any of the black people that love these old comic books what they thought about it? Go ask Machini. Ask Machini what he thinks about it. He can't stand it. Go ask, I dare them to get into a conversation with Young Ripper and ask Young Ripper what he thinks about that kind of shit. He will tear into them. People are just tired of it. It's condescending. And it's quite honestly, it's insulting to take a character that's already pre-established and just bend the race just for the sake of diversity. I mean, how do they not see that they're being even more racist than the people that they're claiming want to see these characters stay the way they were?
They're saying in here that the people that are making this want Keaton to show up in this. And this is coming from Grace Rudolph that they're talking about. Something she talked about in the tweet. It's alleged casting call reportedly looking for an actress in her 20s to play Barbara and someone in his 50s who can play a commissioner as a strong supporting character. They're using some familiar words, while CBN and others predict Barbara will be race swapped. There is no word on this time. WB intends to make such a change to Barbara's character. Well, you know what's going on right now is if they haven't learned lessons now about traditional characters in comics and what fans like and don't like, they're lost. They're lost because they'll make more money if they give fans what they want.
I mean, that's I think part of it is they really do believe, some of these people, I think that they truly believe by swapping these characters out that they're helping people by giving them somebody they can relate to. But see, that's the thing that they're missing. Most of these people grew up with these franchises. They grew up with these cartoons, these comic books, the toys and everything that went along with them. They know them and they love them for what they were. They didn't love them because, oh, I can relate to those characters, because you know what? Who the hell can relate to fucking Yoda? I'm pretty sure none of us are green. I mean, not unless you've been sick for a long time or you got the zombie virus. I'm pretty sure none of us are green. But a lot of people love the character of Yoda. How can we like him? You know, we can't relate to him. How could people like Darth Vader? I don't get it. It's so stupid.
Well,
yeah, or try turning Blade into a gay Hispanic and see how well that goes over.
No. Dread. Are you saying Dread? The Dread movie?
Yeah,
I liked it. I have it. I have a hard copy and the digital. Actually,
you know what pisses me off about the Dread Blu-ray I picked up? I don't know why. On both my Blu-ray player and my Xbox One, neither one will play sound. Like if I pop the disc in and out maybe about 10 times, I might get one time where the sound will play. All the other times the sound won't play on it for some reason. I don't know if it's a problem with the freaking players or what.
That's crazy. I have a 4K Blu-ray player, and I have one of the 4K Blu-rays won't play on it, but the Blu-ray will. For some reason, it just will not play at all. It's what is it? Tom Cruise, one of Tom Cruise's movies.
You know,
I'm drawing a huge blank.
You know what one of my favorite movies that he did was, and this is an earlier one when he was much younger, was Risky Business.
Funny movie. Great movie. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. They sit there and they act like there's never been any kind of diversity or nobody will accept that character if they're just black. You know what? I mean, there's been a ton of characters that people have loved and accepted over the years, and it had nothing to do with their skin color or their, you know, what they were message they were preaching. It just had to do with the character was a well written character. I mean, how many different shows and movies was Mr. T in? And Mr. T, I mean, he drew a presence and people liked him for who he was. I mean, granted, 90% of the time, almost every single movie he was in, I mean, except maybe with the exception of Rocky to an extent, his character was almost always the same because he was basically the same in DC Cab as he was in the A-Team or some of the other ones he was in. But I mean, it had to do with the character. It had to do with the essence of the person and the character that they were playing, not so much their skin tone. And I just don't understand how these idiots in Hollywood still can't figure that out.
Yeah, I think it was Mission Impossible 5 that I got the 4K disc, and it rejects it. It won't play it. Yeah, it just will not play it for some reason. Oh yeah, the software on there is updated. It's a LG 4K upgradable 3D Blu-ray player. Yeah, and it was when it was bought, it was on sale for $172 when I got it. Yeah, and I've had firmware update twice for it. Great player. Works real good. I had a one of the cheaper Samsung Blu-ray players, and Samsung Blu-ray player, don't get the cheaper version. They're glitchy as hell.
I remember one time Samsung used to be a very good model to buy too, and it's it's a shame.
Yeah, and I'm glad I skipped past the most recent model of Samsung TV. I'm gonna be probably getting the one with the new processor, because right now it's about 8 something, and I figure this the Christmas season it'll probably gonna be on sale. It'll come down.
Yeah, absolutely. They replaced class with race, and it's the same. They don't like their countries. Yep. And RR, yeah, he was always playing Mr. T persona. Yeah, but I think he did turn it down a little bit when he played Clubber Lang. I mean, it was there, but it didn't seem as over the top as it was in, say, like the A-Team or some of the other movies.
Right.
I mean, what the hell? I mean, he even had a spin-off cartoon series, Mr. T and Friends.
Wow. Yeah, there's this. I forget the name of the processor that's in the Samsung TV. It's their QLED series. I skipped past it because I not really crazy about the reviews about it and all that, and so I figured I'd just wait until the next model come out. This model was 3 months ago. I think it was just under 1,000 for this TV. Now it's come down to 8 something, and wait till around the Christmas season. It'll probably come down to 5 something.
Yeah, it's something I'm going to need to look into getting a new Blu-ray player. Now, see, one of the things that actually could be wrong with both my Blu-ray players is when I was at the other house, we had a few like power surges because it was bad electric in the other house that we were in. And I'm not 100% sure if maybe it like soft fried my Blu-ray player. I mean, because it destroyed my Xbox, my older what was that? The Xbox 360 Slim. It screwed that thing up. Like, there's no sound out of it. The picture's all jacked up. It blew out 2 TVs that we had. Destroyed a whole bunch of other electronic stuff. Like, I had a Snap-on impact drill, but it was electric, and it destroyed the charger.
Holy shit!
And you had to replace that charger. Was like $250 some odd just to replace the charger.
Oh man. Yeah, that's crazy. Power surges and all that, and incorrectly hooked up wiring can be hell on electronics.
Yeah, that's why I'm a firm believer now. If you're going to have any kind of electronics, make sure you have some kind of good surge protector to protect your equipment. Yeah, I mean, some of them are a little bit expensive. You might pay $50 some odd for a good surge protector, but you know what? It's a lot better than have to replace thousands of dollars worth of equipment.
Yep. Indeed.
And some of them, like the ones I picked up, were I'm not even sure if they still sell them anymore. I used to pick up the Monster ones. They actually carried insurance, so if a power surge came through and it went through their surge protector and it destroyed your equipment, they would replace your equipment up to like $300,000 worth of equipment.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, the having a good surge protector is definitely a good thing. The surge protector I have, it protects against 2 different things. I don't remember what they are. I know it's the power surge and all that, but there's another thing about it that it has. I can't see it from here because can't read it. But both lights are on. That means I'm good. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Not a good idea. Seven hours, 7 watching, 7 streams,
Remember
never
that one?
ending. 7 streams over hill, downhill, in 7 waterfalls. Planet shaking, love the south and that sound. Watering down the bend. That sound where the water runs down. Light feeds the water of life. Wafting through the bright wood, green and growing bright. Wandering, not lost, getting found every day. Found a waterfall, all 7 days of bliss. Under the 7 suns. 7 hours, 7 watching. 7 streams never ending. 7 streams over hill, downhill, in 7 waterfalls. Planet shaking, love the south and that sound. Wandering down the bend where the water runs. Blue light feeds the water of life, wafting through the bright wood, green and growing bright. Wandering, not lost, getting found every day. Found a waterfall, all 7 days of bliss under the 7 sun. 7 hours, 7 watching, 7 streams never ending. 7 streams over hill and down the hill, in 7 waterfalls. Planet shaking, I love that sound. Wandering down the bend where the water runs, blue light feeds the water of life. Wafting through the bright wood, green and growing bright. Wandering, not lost, getting found every day. Found a waterfall, all 7 days of bliss. Under the 7 suns, 7 hours, 7 watching. 7 streams never ending, 7 streams over hill, downhill, in 7 waterfalls. Planet shaking, love the south and that sound. Wandering down the bend where the water runs, blue light feeds the water of life. Wafting through the bright wood, green and growing bright. Wandering, not lost, getting found every day. Found a waterfall, 7 days of bliss under the 7 suns. Now that here song was born right here in this chat. Yep. Certainly was. Oh yeah, fun tune. Let's see here.
They apparently released the trailer for Witcher 2, Season 2.
Oh, really? I thought I seen an article about The Witcher.
Yeah, I seen Nick McKeeb had posted something about it.
All right. One more song and we'll find another article to laugh at. All right. Get in gear. We gotta run for the hills. Gotta make a deal better than meals on wheels. Never say, come back. It'll come back to haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in gear. Haven't been seen on the scene in years. All the dedicated gather around. We are everywhere, it's the sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. Me too. We gotta run for the hills, gotta make the deals better than meals on wheels. Never say never, it'll come back to haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in here. Haven't been seen on the scene in years. All the dedicated gather round. We are everywhere. It's the sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. We gotta run for the hills, gotta make the deal better than meals on wheels. Never say never, it'll come back to haunt you. To haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in gear. Haven't been seen on the scene in years. All the dedicated gather round, we are everywhere. It's the sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. We gotta run for the hills, gotta clear. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. We gotta run for the hills, gotta make the deal better than meals on wheels. Never say never, it'll come back to haunt you. To haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in gear. Haven't been seen on the scene in years. All the dedicated gather round, we are everywhere. It's the sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. We gotta run for the hills, gotta make the deal better than meals on wheels. Never say never, it'll come back to haunt you. Gonna flaunt our wares, get it in gear. Haven't been seen on the scene in years. All the dedicated gather round, we are everywhere. It's a sound that scares the children in the right direction. If you know it, sing it loud and clear. Yeah. That banner was specifically for that song. All right. Tommy, you probably haven't heard quite a few of these. Some of these are quite a bit newer.
I mean, I know I've heard quite a few because anytime you post them, I go and check them out.
Yeah, because let's see, the Castle Rock Blues. That's brand new. Tonight was the first night I played that, and what was it? The Must Be a Bird. I think I only played that once. And RR would know. Yeah. There's quite a few newer ones. And they're all in the to-do list. And basically create the slideshow. Let's see here. Where'd it go?
Yeah, I had a few more joke songs that got thrown on the back burner.
Yeah, history.
You know when I only got a couple more months and it's going to be a year. since my father passed.
Yeah, it's coming up, what, October?
August. Yeah. I mean, I didn't find out about it until September, but yeah, apparently they have him listed as passing away August 30th. How time flies.
Big time. Let's see here. Days of Bliss. Let's see what's the record date on that. That one was born in April 27. Let's see here. A Little Moonlight created June 11th, and I think I modified it on June 19th. Yeah, this one's A Little Moonlight. The fourth turning of the wheel in a starlit night. Little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween. Hey, hey. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. The fourth turning of the wheel in the starlit night. A little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it. Salute. A story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dancing with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween. The fourth turning of the wheel in a starlit night. A little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Don't look to the present. Like a gift, tell it a story shared. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present. Like a gift, tell it a story shared. The fourth turning in the night. Fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night. Hey, 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 yeah. The fourth turning of the wheel in the starlit night. It's a little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present. Like a gift, tell it a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night. True story. Hey, yeah. The foreturning of the wheel in a starlit night. A little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it like a story shared. The fourth wheel's turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night. The foreturning of the wheel in a starlit night. A little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night. The fourth running of the wheel in the starlit night. A little moonlight never hurt no one. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on a Halloween night. The fourth wheel turning in the night. It's just a bubblegum fiction fantasy fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch in a cage on Halloween night. Don't let the past rule you. Look to the present like a gift. Tell it a story shared. The fourth wheel turning in the night. Just a bubblegum fantasy fiction fun show. Like a dance with a genie and a witch on a cage on Halloween night. That was a 6 minute and 4 second long song. And doing the vocal tracks to that song, there was just so many takes after take after take. I was liking the sound, all the takes, and I was liking the takes and liking the takes. And then finally I got to this point to where I got the main vocal track done and I liked it. And there was a part where I almost lost my voice at one point. And championed right on by it and kept going. And then I did the background vocal with it. And there's some areas where definitely I like the sound the way it turned out. Because I like to play with stuff, you know. Yeah. So what'd you think, Tommy?
No, it was good.
Yeah, I don't have very many songs that are 6 minutes long, but as I don't really like to do songs that are that long because it's intense singing for 6 minutes straight. You know, if we're doing the vocal tracks, you know, it's an exercise there. Yeah, and getting it down, not getting down good. All right, let's see here. I already played Days of Bliss, right? Get it in gear. Oh yeah, Getting Lost in Paradise.
No, I'm gonna have to dip out, Bear.
All right, brother, man.
It's getting kind of late, and the wife is gonna have to get to bed soon.
All right, man. You have a good one.
Unfortunately, somebody in this house has to still go to work. But yeah, it was fun as always, and hopefully I'll be able to stay later on the next one. And always a pleasure seeing everybody in the chat. You all have a good one. Catch you next time.
All right, Tommy, have a good one, brother.
All right, later, man.
All right, that was Tommy. Nibble. So let's see here. So history will not be erased is technically now going to be in the done folder. Let's see here. Getting Lost in Paradise. When was the June 5th? But this says June 22nd. Interesting. Yeah. Getting Lost in Paradise. Here we go. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world, paradise in my pocket. I can't get out every now and then, like a dragon out of the box. Running around town, the lost is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie would be a device. That's what I call paradise. Autumn down, spring up here. From coast to coast, around the world, down under and over, here and there. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world. Paradise in my pocket, I take it out every now and then. Like taking the dragon out of the box, running around town. The lost is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie, be divine. That's what I call paradise. That's what I would call paradise. Autumn down there, spring up here, from coast to coast, around the world, down under and over, here and there. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world. Paradise in my pocket, I take it out every now and then. Like taking the dragon out of the box, running around town. The lost is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie. Would be divine, that's what I call paradise. Autumn down there, spring up here, from coast to coast, all around the world, down there, over there, here and over there. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in a pocket world, paradise in my pocket. I take it out every now and then. Like taking the dragon out of the box, running around town. The lost is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie. Would be divine. That's what I call paradise. Autumn down there, spring up here, from coast to coast, around the world, down under and over here, there and over there and over here. Walking in a wasteland, paradise in the paradise world. I take it out every now and then, like taking the dragon out of the box, running around town. The lost is now found. I'd rather be getting lost in paradise. All we want is a slice of apple pie. There we go, getting lost in paradise. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna do one more song, and then I'm gonna see what my boys are into. Yeah, we've got to be checking on them, little rascals. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. never miss a beat. The history of the fear salesman moves merchandise from street to street, never misses a beat. Peddles products of fear from the deepest lows in the fear farm, gathering their wares, treated as fashion, seen in disgust, peddled as candied goods. Good that includes pain and despair. Flames burning bright, lit the night, killing the shade, hiding in the shadows. What was said, what was brought forth, we bring it into the light. Fear not, for the light shines. Fear not, fear not. Down on this jolly party, make with the song, sing it loud, never misses a beat. The history of the fear salesman moves merchandise from street to street, never misses a beat. Peddles products of fear from the deepest lows in the fear farm, gathering their wares, treated as fashion, seen in disgust, peddled as candied goods. Goods that include pain and despair. Flames burning bright, lit the night, killing the shade, hiding in the shadows. What was said and what was brought forth, we bring it into the light. We bring it into the light. Fear not, for the light shines down on this jolly party. Make with the song, sing it loud. Hey, hey, baby, the Buddha, never miss a beat. The history of the fear salesman moves merchandise from street to street, never misses a beat. Peddles products of fear from the deepest lows in the fear farm, gathering their wares, treated as fashion, seen in disgust, peddled as candied goods. Goods that include pain and despair. Flames burning bright, lit the night, killing the shade, hiding in the shadows. What was said, what was brought forth, fear not, for the light shines down on this jolly party. Make with the song, sing it loud. Yeah. Well, with that, folks, I'm going to say good night. And thanks to the chat. You guys are awesome. And be seen sometime soon. Pay attention to Twitter. You never know what's going to happen. Never know when I'll go live. And have a great one. Thanks for coming out.